where Chicago is?
Yeah.
Close to here?
You were born near my dad.
Really? Where's your dad from?
He's from Champaign, Illinois.
Yeah, so by like the University of Illinois. The Illini.
He went to Mizzou.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
He also went to.
Different school
He went
too?
to Duke.
Nice, good school. So I am from Chicago. Played Little League, played high school ball, and then I was fortunate enough to play college ball at Western Michigan University. You guys know where Western Michigan is? No, you should stick with your first answer. Probably not, right? Probably haven't heard of Western Michigan baseball, right? It's not a big school, and that's the point I want to make to you guys today. You don't have to go to Arizona State. You don't have to go to LSU. You don't have to go to USC to play baseball if you guys want to. I was just looking to take the next step forward to get to the major leagues, because that's what I really wanted to do. Since I've been your age, I want to play in the major leagues. So I want to make sure, I didn't care if I went to Arizona State or if I went to Western Michigan, a place that nobody's ever heard of. So I went there, Division I baseball, got a scholarship, and earned an education, right? So that's very important. Education is huge, right? So always listen to your parents, your teachers, and always try to earn that, that step forward. As you go into high school and you just go into college, it's very important. So from college, I went there for 4 years, and then I got drafted by the Cincinnati Reds in 2005. So what, about 11 years ago now? So I've been playing professional baseball for 11 years. So I've been to a lot of cool places, and I've met a lot of great people. So from there, I got traded from Cincinnati. I made it to the major leagues on August 8th, 2008. So that was what, almost 9 years ago? So I've been fortunate to play in the major leagues on and off for 9, 10 years now. So from there, from Cincinnati, I went to Oakland, played in Oakland, from Oakland I went to Texas. From Texas, I'm now with the Padres, so San Diego. So I'm just going to leave it open to you guys for any questions before we get started. If you guys have any questions about high school, about Little League, about college, about pro ball, and parents, you guys can ask too if you guys have any questions before we get started.
The parents think they know everything there is to know about baseball.
Well, so do I, but we learn as we go, right? We all learn.
Learn something new every single day.
But you gotta keep your ears open. That's what's got me here. I've listened to my parents. I've listened to my coaches, teachers. So really, you gotta be coachable. Even if they might think they know everything, they have good advice for you, for sure.
What advice do you have for the girls, as far as high school and college?
For the girls, I mean,
baseball.
The opportunity to play softball in college.
Softball.
Well, you're probably not gonna play, but right now there's no baseball in college for girls. At least I don't know of. But anyway, the opportunity to play softball in college is remarkable because they have the Title IX. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that in college. So the males and females have to have equal amount of scholarships, right? So the opportunity to play athletics in college for girls the opportunity is endless almost. I mean, it's not easy, but it's still there. So yeah, for girls, it's awesome to stay involved. But it's nice to have you ladies out here. You guys have any more questions about high school, college? You got a question?
What was your favorite team? The A's, the Texas Rangers, or the Padres, or the Reds?
That's a good question. So that's a tough question to answer because I liked all of them a lot. I mean, I learned a lot from the Oakland A's. They let me develop as a major leaguer at the major league level. So I was grateful for that. So I really like that. I like the team chemistry with the A's, a lot of young guys, a lot of good energy. With Texas, it was very professional, right? I get to play with guys like Adrian Beltre, Prince Fielder, Colby Lewis, and I learned a lot about how to approach the game and how to respect the game from those guys. And now San Diego is just great. It's a great place, a great city to be in. I have no complaints, and then Cincinnati, obviously that was my first stop, so I was super excited to be in the major leagues.
I used to go to San Diego all the time because we had a boat and we would go swimming.
Nice, you go surfing?
No, we don't. We haven't been there in a while. We sold the boat.
Are you guys brothers?
Yeah, we haven't been to California for a while.
Maybe you get back. You got a question?
What was your first position?
So I was drafted as a shortstop. I always wanted to be a shortstop. My favorite player was Sean Dunston. He played for the Cubs. And I always wanted to play shortstop like him. So that was my favorite. Still is my favorite position because it's the most challenging position on the field.
Did you ever meet that guy?
That guy?
Yeah, the guy who was your favorite.
I did. Sean Dunston. I did.
Oh, nice.
I met him he's a coach in San Francisco. So when I was playing with the Cincinnati Reds in 2009, I was a little nervous to meet him, but he's like the coolest guy ever. So it was really rewarding, you know, because sometimes you follow a guy, you're like, he's not the way I thought he was going to be, but Sean Dunston was exactly the way I thought he was going to be.
Are there any other nicknames for shortstop as there are for third base? Third base is the hot spot.
Yeah, that's good, you know that. So the nickname for shortstop, I can't think of any. Anybody know a nickname for shortstop?
The Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz?
Ozzie Smith.
Yeah, the Wizard.
Players.
The players had nicknames. You guys know who Ozzie Smith is?
The Wizard of Oz.
I do.
Yeah, he used to run out and do the backflip.
Other segment.
Yeah.
Ricky Henderson.
Yeah, Ricky Henderson. No, for his
Did you
speed,
grow
stole
up
it.
a Cubs fan?
I did grow up a Cubs fan, but now I'm just a Wrigley Field fan.
There you go.
I no longer can claim the Cubs because I've been to too many places.
Well, we are the Cubs.
Well, I'm a big fan of you guys. So.
Yeah.
So what's the most important thing that a 12-year-old aspiring baseball player should remember and should think about as they play and learn?
Well, as you play, you have to always enjoy the game, no matter what. Find something on the field, whether it's picking up dirt or something, knowing that, so what, I just struck out, who cares? Always find something out here on the field that you enjoy doing. Because there's a lot of failure at such a young age, right? So you got to make sure you enjoy it. That's like, I don't know, you don't want to take it too serious, you know? You want to, like what we're doing today, this is what it's all about. Just getting out. Always, the most important thing is always find a place to play baseball. Like you guys are doing today. Somehow your parents reached out to us, we got in contact, and you found a place to play today. Find a place to play tomorrow. That's what I always did. My brothers, my friends always wanted to go up to the lake house. They always wanted to go on the boats, go surfing, whatever. But my dad always said, what do you want to do with baseball? And I was at 12 years old, and I said, I want to play in the major leagues. And he didn't laugh at me, he believed in me. And he said, well, you can't go to lake house, you can't go on the boats. We got to go find a place to play. Let's go play. And I